Okay, guys, so I came to you just to do the live while I'm getting ready to repot these because I said I will update you, and I said, oh, I cannot pot these and forget to update. So 3 weeks ago, I propagated a plant. It was a pothos, and it was in this, which I loved, which is a pot I got from Big Lots years ago, and it looks like this is how it looks. And I did a video on drilling holes in this pot and everything, so definitely check out my video on how to drill holes in a pot if you have a pot that has no drainage. So yeah, I did that. So now this sits in my office, and I want to put the plant back in here. Now, the reason I did that, it seemed like it was drooping and it had so many vines and a lot going on. So I did not want to leave it in that pot that way, and I wanted it to grow and thrive. And look, guys, look at these roots. Look at these roots. These roots are like amazing. These roots are amazing. So I have on the thumbnail, the title is The Best Plant for Beginners. This one is one, and my other favorite, does anybody know? Anybody know? My other favorite is the snake plant. I'm going to take you guys over there so you can see the actual snake plant. This is what the snake plant looks like. This is it here. And if you are new to plants, this will be your best friend. This guy does not need to be watered every week. You can go without watering this bad boy for about a month, okay? About a month. So if you have been killing plants, overwatering plants, and all that great stuff, yes, you want a snake plant. I love these. I have several of them all over my home. These are one of the plants that I really gravitated to. And I also gravitated to the pothos, which is the one that I'm getting ready to replant. And this here has been a new favorite. So I'm really liking this ZZ plant. I've gotten this and it stays moist. I had this almost, it's been about a month, I think, guys, right? Almost a month, maybe a little less. And this bad boy, I have not watered yet. I have not watered at all. So this, don't have to bother it. I just watered this yesterday. And I think the last time I watered this was like over a month ago. So let me show you. I bought a new one. And the new one, I'm going to be not allowing, what is the word? I'm going to be stretching out a plant, basically making it bigger and fuller with adding a plant to it. So let me show you that. The reason I do the covering, because I like to protect, just privacy and not show certain things. So this is from Walmart for $16.97. And this is not a variegated snake plant. Variegation is when you have the yellow and the light colors on it. It has a little bit of variegation, but it's different from that one you seen where it had the yellow around the ends. So I'm going to take this one here, and I'm going to add it to, oh, and there's another one. I got to get those pumpkins up. There's another one that's like a variegated one. There's another one. And I'm going to be putting that plant that I just showed you inside here. So I'm going to take this out. I'm looking for and searching for a nice liner that fits perfectly in there, because that's just sitting in there in a pot. And I'm going to take this plant and the new one, and I'm going to pot them both together in this to fill out this, to make it nice and full so it can have more room to grow. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. These plants, and as you know, I did do one there. So that's a snake plant there. Let me get a little bit closer. And I repotted that on a live for you guys to see. So I definitely love, and here's more pothos. Definitely love pothos. Here's more snake plant and pothos. So I definitely love those two. Like, those are my top favorite plants, the pothos and the snake plant. So what I'm getting ready to do is, because I did a video on how to propagate. If you are new to planting, propagation is where you take a leaf or a stem that has a node. And a node is these little buds here that pop off of the vine, these little things here, and you place them either in dirt or water. Now, this is the one that was placed back in soil, and this is the one that was placed in water. And which one looks better? I just feel like water propagation makes them stay so much vibrant, and they just look so much better. So we shall see how, once I transfer these to the pot again, I'm going to give it about a month and see how it thrives back in soil coming from the water. So if you are looking for a plant and you are new to plants, Go with a snake plant. You don't have to water it often. It doesn't need any trimming. It doesn't need anything. It likes to be root bound. It likes to be inside of a pot that kind of hugs it. That's what we call it. Just hugs. It hugs the plant. And so you don't have to bother it. You don't have to bother it. You don't have to look into it and check it. And you really don't have to do anything when it comes to the actual snake plant. This one I'm gonna probably just cut off later. But yeah, so that's gonna stay in soil. I'm gonna see how that thrives and continues. But we're gonna get this bad boy inside here. And I already have my soil mixed up. And I put a little bit of moisture, some water in here. So I'm gonna put just a little bit. And then I'm going to place as many of these in there as I possibly can to get them potted in here. So I really wish I can just take them and go like this. Let's see. But I want to check all of them and see how this is 3 weeks of roots, guys. 3 weeks of roots. Like, you can literally make your own plant over again from one plant. This has been created from a whole nother plant. So yeah, most of these are pretty cool. I think they'll all do pretty good inside of a new plant. Look how long that bad boy is. Whoa, yeah. Some of these have to come out. I don't want them too long. Now, if you are not new to plants, have you propagated something? Do you cut, like, if the root, what would you do? Would you cut the roots if they're too long like this one? Or would you leave them? That's what I want to know. Do you cut yours when they're too long, or do you leave them? This one is short. This one didn't do anything. And these are kind of short, but long enough to go into some soil. So, I don't like the way this one looks. Is it one leaf? If it's one leaf, we're going to, oh, it had a little baby coming off of it. You see it? So I might just keep it and cut the top off and stick that in the soil by itself. Take the top off because the top looks like that. But it has these 2 roots coming. I should have probably kept I don't know, that might not, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so this is what we have, and I'm going to do my best to get these in here in a nice way. The best way for me usually, to be honest, I'm gonna put that back in there. This one actually didn't grow any roots, so I'm gonna stick that back in there. This one has a nice root. So yeah, it's early. Getting ready to make breakfast. Just got done cleaning, doing some stuff around the house, handling some emails. So it's gonna be time for me to make breakfast. Rizzy is in school currently online, so she's doing that. And my other is getting ready. She's gonna be heading off to work soon. So, and my hubby, my guy, he will be here shortly from work. So gotta have breakfast ready when he comes. Let's see. All right, let's get. We want to get these in there. It's so hard because each plant does its own thing and it's turned its own way. And I'm just happy for the fact that I don't have to worry about all those vines. Like, those vines were irritating me. Okay, guys, they were irritating me. So I'm just going to push them down as many as I can, put the dirt on them, and then I'm going to maneuver them once the dirt is on them, because I know that the root will be in the soil. Some of these I left like this because I want them to continue vining. And that's how you cut them if you want them to continue vining. You don't cut just at the node just to have a leaf. So I want these to continue vining. So later on, I can, instead of cutting the plant, I can just cut off the vine. So that's a great way if you want to make more plants, is keep some of the vine, which is what I did on this one. See this? I left all of those parts here on there, and I just cut down there and stuck that in. So all of this is going to continue to vine and keep growing out of the pot and getting long. And so if I want to make another plant, I'll just cut off of this versus cutting from the fullness of the plant. So yeah. All right, so I think I got them all in. Nope, missing one. So I'm going to do my trickery And I'm going to try to get some soil down in there. These shovels come in so handy. Put this down in there as much as I can. Now, if you happen to get a leaf that kind of gets down in there and it's not coming out the way you want it, leave it, because it will grow. It will come up out the soil. They do grow, so they will move. So I'm going to turn this. Make sure all the leaves are still in there. This bad boy needs to get down in there. All right. They looking good. So I'm going to go. And at 3 weeks, this did pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you guys how slow the snake plants grow. I put a piece of a snake plant in a pot, like it's been about 3 months, maybe more, who knows. And that bad boy, the root is like so tiny. They're so little. It is just not doing too much of anything. And you know, whatever. It's still growing. It's still alive. So I'm going to leave it, but it's kind of irritating because I love to see my plants flourish, and it's hard when you got like the snake plants. That's why I like to buy. I don't like to buy baby snake plants. I like to buy them big because they grow so slow, right? Now the variegated ones grow fast. Now the ones that are non-variegated without the yellow around the leaf, guys, those grow slow. So if you like the green ones, I love the green ones. I think they're so pretty, but they just grow slow, like really slow. Like if you propagate them, slow. And pothos grow really fast. They grow really fast. They root really fast, and you can make multiple plants off of that. Within months, you can have several different plants if you have a pothos. So we're going to sink this. Then I'm going to water it because this is used to being in full water. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to water it really good and let it sit. Okay, so we got that nice and packed. I think it's cute. I'm going to leave it because as it grows, it's going to do its own thing, and this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me pull you guys up. Like that. Yeah. Hold on, let me lock my tripod. All right. So yeah, this is what she looks like. So she is going back in my office. I like her better. She looks fuller and nicer. So yep, she's going to go back in my office, and I am going to water her really quick. And right in that pot. So that way, I use these IKEA trays for everything. I love them so much. If you've been rocking with me, I did a haul on these many years ago. When I say these things are no joke, they withstand everything. I use them for crafts, for eating at the couch, for stuff like this. I use them for so much. So I'm going to really drench this and let whatever the plant doesn't want just seep right out the plant. Because like you see, it came from, okay, that means I can stop. It came from water, so it can take that. I don't want to take it from water and then put it in here and it shocks it. It's not used to being in, you know, dry or moistness. It's used to being in wet. So that's something you want to consider when you're propagating. When you take it from water to go here, make sure you keep it wet, because that's how it was thriving like that. So with this, I can water this as much as I want to because of the simple fact that its roots are used to the water now. So yeah, I hate when my plants look yellow and not look, I like my plants to look A1. So we're going to probably do some fixing on this. I don't like how droopy this looks. Now this vine is popping and it's nice and thick, but these little pieces that I pushed in here, these are cool. These are cool. But these ones here, they just don't seem to be flourishing too well. But we shall see. I'm probably going to cut the yellow ones off because it's kind of irritating me. So I'm going to go down to the stem, cut that one off. This one, I'm just going to make it look like that. I'm going to leave it, keep it in the sun over by the other plants and go from there. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Pothos, and you see I have one right here as well. Pothos are my babies. Oh, let me show y'all the Peperomia. It is growing. The one I got from Aldi's for two, I think it was two something. Look at it. It is growing, okay? It was so small. It was a little plant. If you see my plant care videos, you should see a video that says my new plants from Aldi's or something, my new plant babies from Aldi's or something like that. And you'll see how little that was. I don't know if you could tell, like just by my hand being next to it, like it has grown. And I just got it sitting in here. Nothing special in the plant pot that it came in. This thing is growing. I think it was 289, 299. I think 299. Yeah. And this is a Peperomia. It was 4-inch. It's in a 4-inch pot. And yeah, I love it. I sit it right in the window. That's like one of my morning routines. I get this and I sit it right in the window, right over here. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Sit it right in the window every morning. Boom. That's where it goes. Up, could y'all see it? Right there. I'm bottom feeding this plant, so that's why you can't see it. But I sit it there every morning. That's my little thing that I do every morning. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you. And now you've learned how to plant a pothos from water propagation. And you learned what plants are good for beginners. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, join my family by hitting that subscribe button. Hit the notification button so you're notified every time I load a new video. And if that's it, I will see you guys later, Gators.